Hi everybody. Happy Friday, first of all, and welcome back on VCTV, the Venture Capital TV from LATOKEN. My name is Sunny Mohanty. I'm the Regional Director of LATOKEN and also the host and moderator of VCTV. So I welcome you all back, and I'm also back on VCTV after a short break in Dubai where I was visiting in person to attend one of the biggest conferences of this year. So yes, as you can see, I'm in a different location, all in a lockdown, sort of not a lockdown, but a stay-at-home notice served by the Singapore government in a hotel room for 21 days. Isn't that exciting? All right, we're going to discuss about why some countries, not companies, sorry, why countries are banning cryptocurrencies. Obviously, countries do ban, and then they realize it's not a good idea. Then they lift the ban from cryptocurrencies. But why? Why? Let's just hear it from our speaker today about his views on this topic. Hi, Tushar. How are you?
Hi, Sunny. I'm good, Sunny. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. As you can see, I'm
You
doing
look
very good.
fantastic.
Yes, but you know what? Initially, I thought this is going to be like, oh my God, this is probably, I can't breathe inside that room. But no, it's not nothing like that. I've got a nice view from here, nice food, and and this room is like, for maybe for two people, but I'm just enjoying this space, this entire thing. So it's all nice so far. So Tushar, happy Friday, first of all.
Happy
And
Friday. Happy Friday. And on a Friday, discussing a thing like why are some countries banning cryptos?
and you're the only one
And
besides
I'm the
that,
only
right?
one.
I don't know
Yeah.
when I think people got scared. They didn't.
They thought, all this negative thing about crypto, so everybody ran away.
Yes. Probably they just thought, no, this topic is not for us. We're not going to talk about it, so we're not going to attend VCT. But anyways, you are the brave one. Let's just hear your honest views. Tushar. And I mean, we read it in news all the time. We listen, we read, we talk. But what are your honest views? I mean, I think you have experience in crypto space, in terms of not crypto but NFT space. I remember we had a show when when you were discussing about NFT. So that's a non-fungible token, and cryptocurrency is a fungible token. But it's both are based on the blockchain digital ledger technology. So let's just hear your honest views about cryptocurrencies. What do you think? What are the benefits of cryptocurrencies? Do you think, and why you think they are better than cash? Let's start with this.
Sure. Thank you, Sunny. Okay, so a little bit of introduction about me. I deal a lot in startups, in venture capital, in the documentation part, and actually I see through venture capital deals. And because a lot of I'm an investment advisor also, so a lot of money flows into assets and including cryptos. So Sunny, you asked a very nice question that what is the relevance of cryptos in today's world? Am I
Mm-hmm.
right? That's your question, right?
So, yes, I mean, you can obviously answer that as well. And I just wanted to know, what are your thoughts about cryptocurrency? Why cryptocurrency were introduced? Why do you think they are a competition to fiat and not complementary to fiat? I mean, obviously, these are digital currencies, but these are not really CBDCs. So let's just hear your thoughts about all that.
Crypto. See, first of all, there has been a sort of a wave, or a very broad understanding between a lot of economists globally that this fiat currencies, which are issued by central banks of the various countries, it is in a way they control too much the currency. And because inflation affects the common man's earnings, so the use of interest rates by these central bankers and overprinting of money, which causes inflation, it affects the middle class negatively. And it is because of that there were a lot of talks saying that the government should not have control over currencies. And also because after 1999 .com and 2008 Lehman Brothers crisis and COVID, the central banks have been doing helicopter. They are throwing helicopter money, as Ben
Yeah.
Bernanke used to say, that overprinting of money and then throwing it in the economy, it causes a lot of side effects, and the biggest side effect is flowing of forming of bubbles in various asset classes. And these bubbles have been forming in commodities, in gold, in in stock markets, in futures, in all kinds of things. And the latest addition to that is cryptocurrency. Imagine, I'll give you some statistics about Bitcoin. Uh, Cryptocurrencies on a whole, they are now more than $1 trillion industry. And it's like that's a number which gives them a lot of weight if you compare them with the other asset classes. The second thing is that uh, crypto is not owned by anybody. It's not issued by anybody, which means
Yeah.
that the countries don't control it. And the third thing is, if the
So that's a
cryptos.
good point to start. Sorry to interrupt you. So when you say the cryptocurrencies are non-sovereign currencies, which means the government doesn't have any control on that, is it because I'm going to sort of, sort of move towards that discussion, because obviously the topic is why governments, some countries ban cryptocurrencies. Obviously, is it because of that? Like, we can talk about that later. So yeah, please continue.
Yeah. So what happens, Sunny, is why are people, saying negatively about government controlling currencies and hence the benefit of cryptocurrencies? Because if we are living in a global world, if one
Yeah,
country is printing too much of dollars, the US is printing too much of dollars, and it is causing bubbles, and asset prices are rising, and
yeah,
the result is that a lot of countries get impacted. If Indian real estate is seeing an asset bubble, and the middle class is not able to buy real estate, then they will have some political repercussion. And naturally a discourse will start as to what is the solution to this problem. And hence cryptos came into being. Bitcoin has been around since a long time. It is not a recent phenomena, but
yeah,
because the value of Bitcoin went through the roof only in the last 1 2 years, 3 years, hence we are talking about it. And people like Elon
yeah.
Musk, when they comment on something, the whole world takes notice. So so that is the relevance of cryptocurrencies in today's times.
So yes, that's a relevance. We know that there are also a lot of use cases. Let's talk about payments as a use case, the cross-border payments, right? So so the government makes money out of the banks, the private banks obviously make money out of cross-border payments, right? But with crypto, what's different with crypto?
It's just having a wallet on the mobile, and you and me are talking in Dubai. I tell you that I need to transfer you something. I just open my wallet and transfer it, and it is
Yeah,
as simple as that. It breaks barriers. And just like international mobile calls are very expensive, and similarly remittances globally have been the preserve of bankers, and they
yeah,
have been very expensive. They have been milking the whole financial system. Sometimes
yeah,
in when they are when a poor country is transacting, the UK bankers would give a float of sorry give a commission of on the forex, give you a commission of even more than 6%, 5%, and that's like skimming of people. And crypto, the plus side and the negative side both is that plus side easy flow cross border. The negative side is that in areas which are susceptible to terror activities and money laundering, then it becomes a thing which the government needs to take care of, that it is not used for any anti society activities.
yeah. I think that's again that's one part there as well. Anti-money laundering and terrorism financing. I mean, I've heard that people just um, people think that crypto is used for those activities only. Like that was in the past. I mean, a couple of years back, 3 to 4 years back, like cryptos are mostly unseen currencies which move digitally, and no control, no governance. So it's used for that activities. But yeah, that's there. But obviously, it's based on the cryptography, and we know that it's based on the blockchain technology, and we know that digital ledger technology leaves its trace wherever the money moves, right? So it's quite traceable and trackable as well when the cryptos get moving around the world, as we know. So that's obvious. That theory cancels the other theory that we've seen people talk about. So I think, as you rightly said, I think the Central Bank of Nigeria banned cryptocurrencies. I think that was in the news a couple of months back, and I
Yeah,
was talking to
yeah,
one of the yeah, I was talking to one of my colleagues who is from Nigeria, and I was just taking his views, and he says that because they have lost money. A lot of Nigerian startups are now using cryptocurrencies to remit money overseas, like out of Nigeria. So, which means the government are not getting, their cut
yeah.
in the cross remittances. So that was his
Right,
his reasoning, because that's why the government obviously wouldn't want to lose that revenue to cryptos.
right,
So that's why they
right.
banned currencies in Nigeria. So what are your take about why RBI, the Reserve Bank of India? I mean, with India, it's a little. I don't know how to put it. Like you have the Supreme Courts. You have Supreme Courts which obviously overruled the ban, and then you have all this news coming up, like RBI is not going to ban or whatever, and the crypto exchanges which are doing really good business in India, they're also worried, like with all this news and everything. So what are your thoughts about the Indian diaspora? Like what's happening there?
So what happened was that, see, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, is a very conservative institution, and usually, if any negative or control-oriented action is taken to prevent asset bubbles and the middle class losing money, then RBI is generally the first one to react. And there was a view in the government that crypto is a an asset which does not have too much of a solid foundation. So like there were questions. I had attended a crypto conference, and one of the government speakers who was quite senior, we were talking after the conference, and he had questions like, he was saying that who owns these bitcoins, and who decides how many are mined, and
Yeah,
each one is valued in thousands of dollars. So if somebody were to put money in that and end up losing it, it would really mean a lot of people losing that kind of money would mean that the thing will ultimately fall on the government, and the government will have to rescue them. And
yeah,
he said that he told me that around 1,000 people own 40% of the bitcoins. So once these 1,000 people decide to sell off, then what will happen? These will, he said, they will become the modern day tulips, like we had the tulip mania
yeah.
hundreds of years back.
Investing in tulips. Yes, yes, yes.
And he said that these transactions are anonymous. So how do I know that the person selling me this bitcoin is not a bad actor, and like a terrorist or any country under sanctions? And when I was talking to him recently, he said that he gave the example of GameStop, the share which boomed, and the early investors in GameStop had dumped their positions and crashed the market. So he was talking all doomsday scenarios, and so the Reserve Bank of India came out with a circular saying that banks should not allow use of their payment gateways, to crypto exchanges. And this was like 1 year back, almost 1 year back. And one of the things which this guy said, that if the volatility is so much in these cryptos, then how can they ever replace fiat currency? Because how will trade be possible in these currencies? And he also said that if there are 21 million possible bitcoins in the world and 18.5 million have already been mined, then how will governments or anyone else conduct their monetary and fiscal policy, because the number is so limited? So end of the day, there is inflation, there are interest rates, there is so much to be managed for normal trade in the country, and also within mutually with other countries. So how will that be managed? And last he said, I'm sorry, I'm giving you all the negatives, but it was a talk which was quite long with that guy. And last he said that if bitcoin is such a respectable digital currency, then why are so few organizations accepting it as a currency? And I think this changed after Tesla said that they will accept bitcoins. And but the larger view in the government was always very circumspect, and especially in tandem with China, because China has been circumspect, and it's a single government there, single party government. So China instructed their financial institutions and banks not to allow crypto exchanges to use the bank's gateways. And that was a big crash. That was a big thing, which caused a huge crash in bitcoin. And also uh, Charlie Munger, who's the partner of Warren Buffett, he had given adverse comments about Bitcoin, and he said that it is just not right as an asset class, because he said that it does not have a leg to stand on. Because if you are investing in gold, you have that physical gold which can be used for jewelry. If you're investing in copper or iron, there is a stuff behind it. But bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, they just look like numbers on the screen. And when people like Charlie Munger say, they give such a statement, it causes a lot of circumspect people, so it causes a lot of talk in the market.
So there is one thing. Obviously, Bitcoin is decentralized, but what about stable coins, like which are pegged to an asset, like existing, like we have gold backed tokens, which are cryptocurrencies. We have diamond backed. We have digital euros and digital sort of, the Libra project from Facebook was pegged to a basket of currencies, other currencies. So, do you think governments are going to introduce such currencies going forward?
It is definitely something which will happen, Sunny. That's a very intelligent and amazing question. Uh, if a crypto can be backed by gold, then look at when IMF came along, International Monetary Fund, and when the Bretton Woods conference happened, and the first time uh, currencies were depegged from gold, then the bubbles in asset classes have been caused because the central bankers are free to print as much money as possible without bothering about protecting it with gold.
Yeah.
And so especially the move by China to make a digital yuan is it's the second largest economy in the world. And
Yeah.
if the benefits of that uh, just like euro, yen, and dollar, US dollar, are global currencies, so China also wants to make yuan the global currency. And given the way things are, it is in direct competition with Europe and US. And if China has a success in digital yuan, then of course US and Europe won't sit idle, and they will also create digital dollar and digital euro. And whether it will be backed by gold or not, I am not sure, because see, gold itself is an asset class which is quite volatile. It goes up for years, then it goes down for years. So I really don't know if there is enough gold in the world to back the kind of money which these guys have already printed.
Hmm.
So all these are questions around the international monetary angle.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you're right, Tushar, on that aspect as well. I think, in my views, what I see where we are headed to is like with the coronavirus pandemic, where everything was cashless because of the lockdowns. I think everybody went digital, right? And that's when the crypto also picked up, like the trading in India also, even though it was, I don't know if it's banned or
The
not right
statistic
now.
is that 100 million Indians have invested in cryptos already. That's the statistic, as per
Yes.
exchanges.
Yes, absolutely. So people started trading cryptos, people started investing in digital money, and
Sorry,
all sort
I'm
of
sorry.
currencies.
It's 15 million. 15 million Indians, not 100 million. Yeah.
Sorry, is it, sorry, 15 million?
15 million Indians have already bought cryptos using the exchanges like WazirX and the other ones.
So they are not only investing into Bitcoin, they're also investing into other
Yeah.
coins, altcoins, Dogecoins, all these coins. And we have NFTs, then we have security tokens as well. We have so many stable coins which are backed to a physical asset. Then I was in
Right.
Dubai. Then I was in Dubai, and I just came to know that the biggest real estate owner, MR Group, they are
Mhm.
launching a crypto where you can invest into real estate using crypto. So this
Oh,
is
wow.
just at a concept level. I just heard from people. So yeah, it's very interesting. I think there have been few transactions already where people have bought real estate using ETH, Ethereum. So there,
Okay.
some countries, not companies, sorry, some countries are really progressive in adopting crypto, and Miami, the one of the biggest Bitcoin conferences happening right now after Dubai. People have just flown there. I was supposed to go, but I lost my passport, but found it back. That's a different story. So yeah, so they've just given a go green signal to Bitcoin to be used as a mode of payment to get your salaries, everything. So I think it differs from government to government. Some are very progressive, some are very brave, I would say, to allow such coins, cryptocurrencies, who are very volatile, to be used as a means of payment. Uh, then we have other countries like Nigeria, India, sort of
Turkey. Yeah.
they are not very much confident about cryptocurrencies. But what about regulations? Do you think once they have established regulations around this cryptocurrencies, then probably that's the only thing that is stopping the cryptocurrencies to go really uh, mass adoption? I mean, I think that is the only factor which is stopping the cryptocurrencies to go mainstream. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel the volatility is a big put off, so it's like, it's very news driven. I mean, one China thing happened and it crashes by 30%.
Is it not
And
like stock markets? Is it like stock
yeah,
markets? I mean, if you have experience with stock markets, the other day somebody was telling me, if you work in a trading floor in a stock market, this is exactly the same concept. The market is the volatility is just driven by the market sentiments. So,
hmm, hmm,
so
hmm.
that's one aspect I just wanted to add,
That's
because
that's
I
very true. That's very true, Sunny. It's just like the stock market, but the stock market, it's probably in crypto. The financial institutions have just started to come, and if the financial institutions are investing $500 million and amounts like that, then I'm sure the volatility will definitely come down as more and more financial institutions will start trading in these cryptos. And one thing which struck me about these cryptos was that it was envisaged that ultimately this will become the financial internet, and
Yeah.
this will form a base on which all the assets will become digitized, just like the art pieces and real estate. And uh, and the difficulty in dealing with financial intermediaries like investment bankers and the bankers per se won't put off large number of people to come and trade in these digital assets, and many of them NFTs backed by real assets like paintings, art, and any kind of asset like real estate or any other asset. So it is envisaged in such a way, and blockchain, as you rightly said, Sunny, end of the day the records cannot be taken away.
Yeah.
And so that brings innovation, because one is sure that on the record side nothing will be erased. And
Yeah.
that's why we are seeing smart contracts, we are seeing decentralized crowdfunding, value transfer, different modes are getting done. I was speaking to a UK investor yesterday, and she deals in high priced art, and she was so enthused and excited by the possibilities of NFT and DeFi.
Yeah.
And she felt that all these years, this was what was lacking in her market.
Oh, oh wow. She's an investment banker.
No, she's an investor, and she also helps other investors get access to high quality art. and
Ah,
and the art market is very, is held by very few people. And
right.
because DeFi makes it, and NFT makes it so easy to make them digital assets. So that's what she and me were talking about, and she was very enthused that this kind of innovation has come in a market.
So basically, if I understand you correctly, the physical arts are obviously the market is very small, as you rightly said. So with NFTs, but obviously the reach is there, right? Obviously her current portfolio companies where she
Yeah.
has invested into probably would be, venturing into NFTs now because they are a digital form of art and also based on the digital DLT ledger technology, right?
Right, right. Absolutely right. All these technologies have come in the hands of the common man using the internet and using the financial internet, which means the backbone of these blockchain and crypto and all these technologies. And I'm sure, just like because it's a new asset, it caused quite a
Yeah.
craze, and I'm sure that craze will become more as more uh, analysts will start tracking it, as more reports will start coming out, and as governments will also, like Indian Supreme Court, they removed the ban by the government on cryptos, and
Yes.
the Reserve Bank of India was forced um, to issue a note to the media that our circular to the financial institutions not to support crypto exchanges is no longer valid.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
so the one thing about cryptos is that there is a FOMO factor also, fear of missing out. And people feel that if Bitcoin were to go to $100,000, then they shouldn't miss the wave. And in fact, that's what Charlie Munger, who's the partner of Warren Buffett, he also said of these FOMO guys, that like somebody else is trading something, and you decide I can't be left out, and hence you start trading it. So So
I know
so
the
that's
FOMO effect. Yeah, sorry, just wanted to ask something. The FOMO effect is obviously there because people who do not know anything about Bitcoin, when they see the pricing surging up, they just feel so bad. Like, we didn't invest when it was like 3K or maybe $200, right? But on the flip side, people have lost a lot of money as well, right? In this cryptocurrencies. So I think I have actually spoken with many investors who are institutional investors in Bitcoin. So their take is it's a long-term investment. Look at Bitcoin as a digital gold. You have physical gold. Look at Bitcoin as a digital gold. Don't expect to be a millionaire overnight by investing in Bitcoin. So again, you have to do your research, you have to do your homework, you have to speak with the sort of investors who have the experience in this field to be able to guide you through this. There's so many tokens out there in the market. So which one is the right one for you? So the asset managers are as well there to help you out
it's
because
amazing. Yeah.
yeah,
It's amazing. I mean, Elon Musk says about the Dogecoin that Dogecoin to the moon. I think he tweeted something like that. And because he had sent a Tesla car on a SpaceX rocket to the orbit, then
yeah.
people, they are waiting for the day when he will send a basket of Dogecoins on his SpaceX rocket, and the Dogecoin will zoom 100 times.
Yeah. His one tweet can move Bitcoin price in it overnight, and anything can happen.
Yeah,
Anything
I
can
mean,
happen.
this guy, but I find it quite strange. He said that because Bitcoin mining takes a lot of energy, hence it is against the environment, right? And he said that
Yes,
is the reason why he's saying that Tesla will no longer accept Bitcoins.
yes.
But
Bitcoin
can you
crashed.
believe that a guy like Elon Musk wouldn't be knowing this fact before he had allowed Tesla to take Bitcoins?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So there are different views in the market, in the news. You see, like, when that statement came out and Bitcoin crashed, you can see a lot of reviews from all these, sort of who are supporters, big supporters of crypto coins, big crypto, not big supporters of Bitcoin and not supporters of Bitcoin. So there are a lot of sort of news going around, and
Yeah.
basically one
And
of the theories stood out was that he himself is going to buy all those bitcoins once it went down.
he
That
can
was
buy
just
it.
not it's not me, it's just one of the articles just mentioned that
Okay.
that's how they control the value of the bitcoin and the volatility in the market. But anyways, that's what it is going around. I mean, it's very interesting space. I'm a part of this space and I see a lot of things happening, moving every day. It's not static, it's moving every day. You have a new news on these coins and tokens and everything. So very interesting space. I hope like a couple of years from now, when we see this recording, we would be like laughing about it, like, oh my God, we're just discussing this thing. It was not regulated the space, and then people were saying that probably this is used for terrorism, anti-money laundering. Now it's become mainstream. Who knows? One of the countries like Miami, who just is one of the front runner in making it mainstream. If it is
Right.
successful, then governments may embrace it. Look at the currencies of Venezuela and Brazil, so weak against dollar, right? I mean, I see a lot of crypto interest in those countries as well because of the sheer fact that their currency has no value against a dollar, right? So weak currencies. So yeah, so there are many.
Zimbabwe, people come in with huge packet of notes, Zimbabwe dollar, and you can just, the currency has lost the entire value.
Yeah, exactly. And these countries, they see crypto as a best asset to invest in because
Yeah.
their currencies, they obviously do not safeguard the future of their uh, of the country. So
Mhm.
yeah, so let's see what happens with regulations and everything else. I hope every government sort of supports cryptocurrencies. I'm not only talking about Bitcoin here. I'm talking about other cryptocurrencies as well, which are circulating in the market. And like
There
China,
is a more, yeah, there is more requirement of more security around the wallet system, because people have said, many lost uh, their cryptocurrencies from the wallet, and also systems crashing, and because there is no central authority to hold this whole thing. So those are also some of the worries which the users of the investors in crypto have.
yeah, I think Tushar, we've had a very good long discussion. Just considering it's you and me today, we've had over 40 minutes of discussion about cryptocurrencies. I think thank you for your time also, and being one speaker today on the panel. You just made sure that this show goes on with me. Thank you so much. I just want to take some closing remarks, closing thoughts from you before we wrap up the show.
My closing remarks are that just like the financial institutions are now chasing cryptocurrency, and many of them have jumped into it, and a large population treats it as an asset class. So I strongly feel that it is high time that some strongly regulated, some agency which strongly regulates the whole architecture of it
Hmm.
comes through, and maybe the UN or the Association of Countries, they have to create something like that which regulates the security aspect of this, and the technologies, they should reach the common man, and with the coming of financial internet, I'm very happy that a lot of people are getting access to it. And about the countries banning it, I'm sure technology breaks barriers, and technology creates new milestones. So just as governments get used to new technologies and new innovations, I'm sure many governments will come around and start adopting crypto once again. Thank you so much, Sunny, for having me. It's a wonderful discussion of 40 minutes, and it was a negative kind of topic, but I think we discussed it quite evenly and balanced.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it in a negative, to be honest, because people, countries have banned crypto. We know that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, but just have to move to the positive side by just understanding why. What is the, as you rightly said, people lose money, they blame government, right? I mean, who they go to? They lose money, they go to
Yeah,
government, right?
absolutely. The government has to bail out. And it's a $1 trillion thing. If any Asian government has to bail out, they are already stretched because of COVID. They
Yeah,
have
COVID. Yes,
doled out so much of money to so many people.
yes, correct. So that's the whole rationale behind this. It's very, I think it's good to discuss such kind of topics, which probably comes across as negative in as a topic sounds, but it's not negative actually. It's just enlightening
Sure.
people what exactly are the pros and cons of investing into cryptocurrencies. We are not giving any investment advice here. We're just giving
Yeah.
general knowledge.
Absolutely, absolutely. Not an investment side. This is the disclaimer from my side. I don't hold any crypto, and neither I'm against cryptos. So all this thing is just a way to educate the people watching this show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tushar, for your time again today to being on
Thank you.
VCTV. I hope to see you back next week. Until then,
Sure.
have a great weekend and I catch you soon. And for viewers, I'll be back next week with another set of speakers. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and see you later. Bye.